I still could get this reaction in the rap shit. I'm cool, you heard? It's still kind of weird to me, but I fake still like when people I don't know and I'm in different towns, and nigga, oh, yo, you the Poppa Da Don, nigga, yo, what's crack? Oh, yo, cuz you are. So that shit still, that's the type of shit that still keep me like, you know, I could do this rap shit. I know I got that one in me. Still, people still hit me, yo, how much you want for a show? How much you want for a feature? Oh, they want to pay me still. You heard? Shit like that. So it's like, I still got it. That's the shit that keep me going. You heard? Respectfully. So I don't feel like
You're now rocking with the Hotrod Show. Yeah.
Welcome to the Hotrod Show, a lunch break from the bullshit though. Subscribe, especially if you fly. I'm your host, Hotrod, the pod god, and we got a special guest in the building for y'all today, man. It's only right I start this interview off right. You gotta say R.I.P. to Cross, you gotta say R.I.P. to Sunny-O, R.I.P. to Birdo, R.I.P. to your pops, Free Freaky, Free Rocky Blue. If I forgot you, I'm sorry. But today we got a special guest in the building, man. Mr. Sally's, the Blue Jungle. Hit the Rolly store with the Rolly on. P.O.P. Poppa Da Don, Brownsville in the building. How you doing, man? Everything good? Everything healthy and all that?
First of all, you know I rock, you know I come, you know I gangbang. It's your boy Poppa Da Don, yeah, your boy healthy, you heard? Everything sturdy, you know, everything blue, you know what's going on. But yeah, let me correct you, heard? My pops is alive. He's not free, but he's alive, you heard?
Oh, I'm bugging. I meant to put free your pops. I'm tripping. Yo, my fault, man. I'm trying to pay homage.
Yeah, I already
Fuck
know
that all the way up, man.
You good, guys.
Too much research, man. So it's only right we gotta start with Crip Street, man. 680K, 84K. You know what I mean? How do you come up with the idea to do something so creative like that?
I ain't gonna hold you, shit. I was in the car. I was with my family. The shit came on the radio. Just high as just freestyling shit about Balo. She like, yo, you gotta really do that shit. And then from there, it just was, I got this little source where it's like I test it out. If I fuck with it, and I do my little freestyle to it, and I throw it on the gram or social media, and they react to it a certain way, it's over. I know. Once that shit go, I knew that shit was gonna do a little something. You heard? I ain't gonna hold you, but yeah, that's how that shit came about.
I like that though, man, because like as a fan, I know there's other people, there's fans of you that's like, you just always find a way. Like, yo, I'm back. Like I thought it was, I'm still here. You know what I mean? And I like when you do songs that's left. You know what I mean? Why not? Pun intended. You know what I mean? Talk about, because I saw that you linked up with Davies a couple of times. You had a couple of songs. Of course, we know about Hell No Bitch, Crip Shit, and then you got the song Stone Cold, and Billy's on that song too. Yeah. So like, talk about linking up with different artists, like Billy's hometown, Dave East obviously his hometown now, but linking up with different artists like that.
All right, boy, like RP to my son Shooter, RP to my son Pick One, because of Shooter. That's the reason why me and East so locked in like that. I love my son East. That nigga. That's my son right there. That's my heart. Fuck with my son. Love that nigga. But yeah, Billy, that's home team. Love that nigga too. You feel me? Like, those the guys though. You heard? Like, whoever you see me with that been around, who still been showing me love from when shit was lit, shit ain't lit, shit get back lit. Those be the same niggas that still around that always show me love. So, you feel me? Shout out to everybody that fuck with me. You heard? It's too many to name, but shit like that.
I understand. So you got a new song that's out right now, with Mary Jane's called Pause, Touch It Daddy, and shit like that. I think I got, what I mean? They gonna kill me in the gram. I gotta get them before they get me type shit.
Yeah.
So I heard the song shit is fire. I think you had a video shoot, right? Like it was a pool party or something like that.
Yeah,
talk about that, promo that.
June 21st. I'm showing throwing a little private pool party / video shoot. Shout out to my homegirl Mary Jane. You feel me? She was the right situation, what I need for that song though. You heard? I just came up with that shit. That was the crazy part. I was just talking with myself, Mikey. He like, yo, bro, you been through that little hook in there. You supposed to been drop that shit like that. So
This episode of the Hotrod Show is sponsored by the Hotrod Show shorts. All the girls, I see y'all on the gram. Everybody like to twerk. Look, we got the materials for you. It's nice and stretchy. It's not going to rise up. I know y'all hate that. It's good material. The fabrics is fire. The logo is fire. We got the Instagram on there. The Hotrod Show shorts. If you want to twerk, holla at me.
Talk about like what's your process like when you shit just come to you, you know what I mean? Or like what's your process like when it's time to lock in and make songs? Like what's your process like? If you could share a little bit, so niggas don't steal your source too crazy. You know what I mean?
Nah, I'm more of a 80%. I don't like to write, you feel me? But if I'm like in my mood and I got a beat, you feel me? Or one of the homeboys send me a beat or something, and I'm listening to it in the studio not available, don't get it twisted. If it's too hard, feel me? That shit hard and I'm fucking with it at that moment. It's like so much shit going through my mind where I gotta at least try to put a little hook down. If I don't get the verse, I'm gonna put the hook down, then I'll get to the verse when I get to the studio. So that's how that shit be for real. I don't really write for real, but I will write my hook or something. But feel me, 9 times out of 10, I just go in that bitch and lay that shit down, get high, be around the homeboys vibe, and I'm ready to go.
Said the right words, man. So I saw something on your gram too. I saw that Tory Lanez left a blue heart under the Crip Street post on Instagram. Well, what's your relationship like with him, and also like what's your thoughts on his situation? You know what I mean?
All right, first of all, free Tory, son.
Yeah,
he getting better and all that. That's not really like somebody I really locked in with, but you feel me? Son bitch showing love. He been around the homeboys and all shit like that. Me personally wasn't none, but I just felt like that was love. So especially with him going through this situation and all that. But that was love for him to show me love. But the crazy part about it is, shit, shout out to Megan Thee Stallion too, because she paid for my son Rel. Well, I ain't gonna say paid. She put some bread up for my son Rel funeral. RP my son Rel. I know that's out of the blue, but yeah.
Nah, she a real one for that.
Yeah, that's a
I would have never known that.
That's a fact.
I mean, I can't do this interview without talking about Top of the Third. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for my boy Kruger, if it wasn't for my boy Rocky Blue, you know what I mean? I don't know how long it would have took me to get next to you. You know what I mean? Like so
shout out to my son Krug, my son Rocky Blue again. This shit is crazy.
Man,
they got my boy out there in VA with them
Virginia
folks. You know, the cuz though always gonna keep it blue and true, you heard. But yeah though,
Top of the Third is one of my favorite songs.
Rocky hit me like, yo, cuz got some shit we about to do. Me and Krugs, need you on it. That's the only thing he had. That's the only thing niggas need to tell me. You know, you the homeboy, yo, cuz need, and that's it. Went to the stool, laid that bitch down, and that was that. Crazy part, no pen, no pad, that shit too. In the studio.
On that verse too?
Yeah.
That was a fire verse, bro. Like I feel like, Kruger did what he do. You know what I mean? He came with the bars.
Lyricist, that's what he do.
He punched. He punched. You know what I mean? And then Rocky, I gotta give him his credit because it was a line he had, the True Religion, the horseshoe line. I didn't catch that for years, bro. My man told me, like, nah, Rocky got the line of that. And when he said it, I'm like, oh, that went over my head. Cause you know what I mean? Rocky, he vibe out, he gonna talk some shit and shit like that. So like his tape.
You ain't expect for that shit.
I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. That shit went over my head for years. So I want to say that on Ken, give him some more credit. And his tape was fire too, man. Like, so definitely free Rocky. Let me see what else. Where we going with it? So I tell Kruger all the time, and a little bit of time that I spoke to Rocky, like I feel like y'all should do a tape together. You know what I mean? All three of y'all on some 3-headed monster. I forgot which artist I did some shit like that. Like y'all should do a tape together, all three of y'all, that shit
would have been in the works. Everything be in the works. God working mysterious ways. For me, my son Blue Back book. I'm out of town, shit like that. But anytime we get together, it's work though. So it's like whenever shit happen, it happen. You know how that shit goes. So it's like once niggas really lock in, that's what that shit ain't nothing but it. You heard? Okay. So that shit should be coming ASAP too.
I hope so. I'm tuned in for it, man.
We don't know the name yet, but that shit should be in the works. Shout out my son Cruz.
I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it.
Shout out to my son Tay G too. You heard?
Yeah, shout out to my son Tay G, man. That's my guy too, man. I just feel like y'all all, not to dwell in after this, I'm gonna move on. But
Free Freaky too.
Of course. I like how y'all all got 3 different styles. You know what I mean? He got the bars, you gonna slide how you slide. And Rocky, I feel like it's just the X factor. So it's like a perfect mix. And y'all cool, so why not, right? So as far as like rapping, right? Like a lot of people, they grow up on rap or whatever the case may be. They got influences, What are some of your influences and what made you started rapping?
Shit, I ain't gonna hold you. You know, growing up in Brooklyn, period, growing up in New York, that's like someone niggas like playing basketball, playing football, playing Skelly or something. So that's like everybody was trying to be a rapper. So, you know, me growing up, that's what I listened to a whole bunch of R&B. You heard? I ain't gonna hold you. I like R&B. So growing up, a whole bunch of Ja Rule, Avant, some rap shit, DMX, 50 Cent, Biggie Smalls. You heard shit like that. I listen to everybody. R. Kelly, Michael Jackson. I listen to everybody. I'm fake a old young nigga, you heard? So you feel me? So it's like I still listen to everything. Still right there. You would come to call me. I might be bumping some Michael Jackson, you heard? Singing that shit hard. Real shit. Word. But nah, I listen to everything. So it's like that's why my music is like you never really gonna catch me on one flow for real. Word. And it's like I feel like that's why I remix a lot of shit, because I like to, you heard? I hear shit and it's like I wanna remix that shit right there. That shit is lit. That's like my little cheat code. Remixing shit.
So I'm happy you said that, because a lot of artists, like, they get a flow and they stick with it. And I feel like if you a rapper, like, yo, switch it up sometimes, man. I ain't telling you to have a million flows, but switch it up sometimes. Like, show, you know what I mean? I could do like this and I'm gonna still slide on it. Mm-hmm. And you said something about the remixes, so that's good. So I'm a big 50 fan, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody know 50 had the G-Unit mixtapes. There's remixes and the R&B songs, and you know what I mean? We got Guns for Sale, all type, but that's like the name of the song. You know what I mean? So have you ever thought about doing a whole tape like that, where you just remixing R&B songs and any song?
That shit already in, like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm loaded, bro, respectfully. Like, I got some shit coming, you heard? Just say, you know, shit take its little time. You gotta, the rollout gonna be right, but everything coming, bro. I ain't gonna hold you respectfully. I got some shit, bro. My clips is loaded right now, respectfully.
All right, I'm tapped in, man. Cuz Walk. So Cuz Walk's drop, you walk on it, the bus goes crazy, and that's right after Gumo Crippy, if I'm not mistaken, right? Cool. So the question is it true that the song went viral before the video?
Nah, word of my mother, definitely true. Shout out to my son Bells. You heard, we was in Bell's studio. Brad, shout out to my son Brad. He said, like, yo, bro. For one, that shit came out, I was in the crib. Me, my nephew, Quell, you heard, my son Brad, beat from him, like, yo, same shit, just freestyling. Like, nah, this shit hard. I gotta remix this shit right here. This shit going crazy. And the crib ended up coming up with like just 4 bars. You heard, like, whatever the hook, whatever first came first, the hook or whatever that shit, feel me, came up like 4 bars. I'm like, nah, we gotta go to the studio right now. Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to even play with this shit. I go to the studio, lay that shit down, hit my son Bello, he go crazy on that shit. My son Brad like, yo, you gotta make a video Crip roking in this shit, bro. We do that shit. I threw that shit on Facebook. That shit hit 1 million views, bro. In like 3 days, you heard, before the song even come out, like literally. So we like, nah, this shit ain't. We gotta shoot the video ASAP. Don't even put out the song. Shoot the video ASAP. Hurry up. Woo. Put that shit together. My son Brad shot that shit at no, like we went crazy. And then the rest was history. Word.
Shouts out to Brad too, because you know, you show him that. You show a lot of people love, but you definitely show him a lot of love. You big him up. He rap and he produced, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Cook. My son do everything. He just got his food truck. My son do everything.
Oh, he cook? I thought you meant rap. Like he cook for real.
Good.
Say that.
He cook in the studio, cook on the stove. Yeah, shout out to my boy. That's my boy right there. You heard?
All right, so Pop, you from Sally Matthews Project, right? AKA Sally's, California, right?
California, yeah, you heard? The Blue Jungle, you heard?
I heard you say on an interview, I forgot who it was, not that I don't want to shout them out, right? You said you was born Crip. What is it like growing up, like, you know, in your hood, in your household, with something like that stamp?
It's all just from Big Bro, and you heard? All this shit is inspired from me, from Big Bro, you heard? So RP Big Bro, and shout out to all the big homeboys that put on for the hood, you heard? So, and it's like too many names. I don't want to just call out names and shit like that, but it's the way I grew up. That shit was like growing up in Compton to me, growing up in fucking South Central. That's how it was. And everything was all together. You just grow up seeing shit. It's just what a nigga was born into, like literally, till niggas got old enough and was thought shit was so cool. Like, yo, now we gotta be official. We like 12, 11 years old. We talking about we gotta really be official. We gotta get loked in. And niggas loked to call one of the big homies. He's laughing and shit. All right, come on, y'all loke. You loke him in. Y'all loke. We loke now. We officially Crip. Not just, we grew up in it, throwing it up. Nah, we officially Crip. 12 years old, banging. We done beat the shit out of each other. You heard? But just growing up, seeing shit, that's what made shit what it was. And not saying like that shit was good at all that, but it made me who I am, you heard? So it's like, I just learned the goods and the bad. Well, the situation is you always just want to make it out the hood, though. You heard, respectfully.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, right? So you caught a gun charge at the age of 15, right?
Yeah, that's a fact.
So the question is, what's going through your mind in the car at the age of 15, going to the station, knowing they got you for that? Like, what's the mindset?
I ain't gonna hold you. It was most because that whole situation just was crazy. My little brother got shot when he was 12, right? That whole situation that happened, whatever. So it's like retaliation. You heard, nigga just end up getting caught with it. You heard you rather get caught with it than without it. So at a young age, we all ripping and running until shit got real. Shit got real now. We just knew from young, like, what this shit is really about. Now you get caught, don't say nothing. You heard that so it is what it is, you heard? So it's not like what's going through my mind going into shit. I ain't gonna hold you. I was in the back of the pack, because when I got booked, my son Rails got booked too. So we all, shout out to my son Rails, you heard? Nigga, he in the back of the paddy wagon. We both in like this, like, damn, cuz, what the fuck? You heard? Mm-hmm. He go his way, I go my way, shit like that. But it wasn't really nothing at that point. Nigga just thought it was a game, you heard? Respectfully.
How did it affect you when your older brother passed away?
I ain't gonna, that shit fucked me up, bro. It fucked me up in a different kind of way, like where it's like I still wake up randomly cry. You heard hear certain song, that shit, you know? But it's like that shit taught me to be even strong. I lost my grandfather, I lost friends at a young age. RP my son Ace Pop. You heard, I lost friends at young ages. You heard, niggas done been through a lot of shit, but I never really lost a family, the nigga that made this shit what it was. You heard, from my side, shit like that. So it's like, damn. You heard? Then it's like the way how that shit played out, all kind of weird shit. You heard? It's like, damn. That shit fucked me up. And it's like I couldn't really get no get back. My mind was so fucked up, I swear to God. I was thinking about going fed just to go try to get up in there and really just figure shit out myself and get some get back. That's what my mind, it sounds crazy, but that's just where my mind went. Cause it's like, damn, where the fuck I'm gonna get some get back on? You heard? Police lying. Police got, you know what I mean? Shit like that. So it's like, damn, what the fuck? You heard? He got kids. You heard? Mom Duke all fucked up, you heard? So it's like, that shit fucked the nigga up, but it's like, that shit made me strong though, you heard? Shit gave me a different kind of boost in life though too, like, you feel me? Shit like that.
So,
big bro.
It's so much more I can say, but I'm gonna leave that, man. It's getting traumatic, but I saw somewhere with Jim Jones, he said, and I'm paraphrasing, son said that, gangs are like fraternities. You feel me? They both recruit you. You know what I mean? You get jumped in, you get the hazing or whatever. You got to learn literature. And again, you got to learn, the lingo and stuff like that. What's your thoughts on Jim Jones comparing gangs to fraternities?
I mean, what's the difference between the police department? What's the difference between the fire department? What's the difference between Crips and Bloods? Everything is damn near the same. Like, you heard? If you want to get called Crips, Bloods, GDs, Latin Kings, all that shit is the same. Each police department is the biggest gang. Them niggas is in every state with their own situations. It's the same shit. You heard? People just try to, it's good cops, it's bad cops. It's good gang members that help the community, it's bad gang members. And it's like, it's the same shit, bro. So it's like, I respect what Jim's saying, because like the college is the same shit. You heard? All that shit is the same, bro, but just different in a different kind of way. You heard? I grew up looking at our situation as like family. You heard? Don't fuck with this family. You heard? Don't fuck with this side of the family, and you won't be on the shitty end of the stick. You heard? Simple. Same way if you fuck with a cop, you gonna get the shitty end of the stick. You heard?
That's a fact.
same situation, you heard? So it's just like, that's how I look at it. People look at shit different.
I agree, man, because at the end of the day, it's like the only thing that's different to me really is just the language. You know what I mean? They call it hazing, we call it getting jumped in or whatever. Lingo, literature, it's all the same shit. Damn, I lost where I was at. But so you did a performance in Brooklyn that Double R recorded, right? So if I'm not
Shout
mistaken.
out to my son Double R. He
Alright,
recorded a whole bunch of shit.
Cool.
He was there from the beginning, you heard, and all that. Cuz still around. But
Shout
yeah,
out to
shout out to
Double
my
R.
son Double R. Word.
I want to make sure I'm not saying nothing that ain't right. So you said the Act Right. Shout out to Act
Shout
Right.
out to my son Act Right, bro. That's,
So,
that's big, bro.
I see. I don't know some, but you know what I mean.
That's
You
my
can go to
son.
Wingate. This nigga's everywhere, man. He get
Yeah.
love everywhere. So you said that he hit you up to go to the studio to make the song Get Smoked, and the
With
rest
a
was
Billy.
history.
Yeah, that's
How
a
long
fact.
did it take you to write? Well, how long did it take to cook up that verse?
I ain't going to, because I didn't write that shit either.
Nah, I'm just saying though, like, so you just went in there
All right, boom.
because that's that's a
explain
fire
from here.
verse, bro. You
So,
ain't
boom.
no pen,
No
to that
pen, no
too?
pad. Boom, we go to the stool. Act Right him. We playing Skelly in the hood. Yo, this nigga Billy hit me here in the stool. Word back. Let's go over there. We gonna slide. Me, Act Right, one of the homegirls, and my son Fifth. Feel me? We go to the stool. Boom. Go over there. As soon as I'm walking in the stool, I guess bro just finished laying the hook down or something. But he ain't put a verse on it. But like if I'm walking in here, only thing I hear is the beat and the hook. So on the walk, and I'm like, nah. Dude, you feel me? Oh shit. He like, yo, nah, throw a verse. And this what I'm like, yo, something hopping on? Like, all right, bet. Go on and like, sit down, literally, like the blunt. I said some other shit. I said, nah, I can't start this shit like that. I looked around, took another pull. Do the right nigga get smoked? Oh, niggas really want to know joke. And it just was from there, you heard, gangster kept punching in. Like, just talking about everything around that was going on for the day, respectfully. And that's just how that shit went.
That shit was a banger, man. Still to this day, you put that on, it's still hit. Meek Mill, I think Meek Mill was on some radio station. He shouted it out.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I think that's one
He
of
was
your
bumping
best.
that shit on his shit. That shit was on the with Jay-Z fucking his playlist at around that time for the
So you knew the labels was
on the
coming after
title
that.
shit. Yeah, they was. We had a few of them offer us a single release deal for all
Rock
that shit.
Nation joint.
Yeah, a few joints. We respectfully declined certain. Well, when all them shits for real, but it was what it was. You heard?
So the Rock Nation thing was that's definitely a fact.
Nah, that's a fact. They definitely hollered
So
at
shout
niggas.
out
That's
to
a
Hov for
fact.
that. So fast forward, you signed to a marketing and distribution deal with Warner Music Group, right? Salem,
With,
DNR.
Yeah, with DNR. Shout out to Star. Shout out to Spin King. You know, they was the first to really see a nigga, you heard? That's really why I blew up at first. I ain't gonna hold you in the time. Feel me? Because I had a little situation. And feel me, coming from leaving another out of town situation. I'm back in the town moving and grooving. We fucking lust up. You heard? Shit like that. So shout out to my son Fat Boy from Staten Island. He was the first nigga to really see. You feel me? Yeah, yo, go come to Lust. We go there, fuck that shit up. You heard? Next thing you know, Stormy, next thing you know, we next to 8 Boogies and them doing that. They seen what's going on, you heard? And it's like, oh, nah, them niggas, pay them niggas to come back here. And my first paid show was from getting in Lust. And I'm seeing what's up with me. Then it's like, all right, bet. He been in tools from since then. Shit started going up. Then he always reached out. He always been in touch. And it was genuine. So I wasn't locked in. I wasn't in no crazy contract. You feel me? Everything was love with them too. So shout out to DNR, shout out to Warner, you heard? Shout out to Star and Spin King, you heard?
Damn, I feel crazy asking you this next question after you showed them all. You know, because you show a lot of love. You just showed them mad love. Like, do you feel like your career could have been different had you took the Rock Nation deal instead of the A&R, the DNR?
I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you respectfully. That was more so because Rock Nation came for Smoke. So that's more so a Billy and DJ O situation, even though I helped the situation too.
Okay.
So it's all of us, together really coming up with a situation like that. But starring them, they did their thing too, though, you heard? They did what they could. And I just felt like, me personally, I just felt like I should have just did what I did, you heard? And not try to put more on somebody else for my career and shit like that. And even though they did help, you feel me? But shit like that though, I could have did what I just did. You feel me? And yeah, shit like that.
It is what it is. So I want to say like the whole drill scene, right, is built around like songs like that and other songs, right? You know, you got the big drips in the world, computers, get smoked, all that type of stuff, right? So I'm one of those people who want to see all the BF stop. I want to see New York come together, like all the ATL rappers, right? So I saw, well, first of all, shouts out to I Bet Let's Get It On and shit like that. I saw that you was about to have a real boxing fight with Nino Brown on that platform. How did that situation get started? As far as like the match, the boxing match, I don't care about the other shit.
All right, so if that, you just still got to break it down, right? All right, so look, I'm going to just start with this right here. Shout out to the whole Pushing Peace movement.
Yeah.
Shout out to
that.
Shout out to Mr. Shout out to K.I. Shout out to Nino Brown. Shout out to everybody pushing peace on the Cho and the Wu side. You heard? Sometimes people have disagreements. Sometimes other people say shit that they don't really mean at the moment. You heard? And I'm not a guy that's just gonna throw my life away or spark some crazy situation that could be either handled physically in a man kind of way, or niggas could talk it out. You heard? So me trying to avoid situations that could be crazy on both ends of the sides, you heard? I had hit my son Mr. up. Me and them niggas chopped it up. I bet let's get it on. Yo, look, this is what we gonna do. Cause I felt like people play with me on a public platform. So I feel like I wanna fuck a nigga up on a public platform. You heard? So that's what it was. But that's either here, there, either too. You heard? But shout out to them niggas. Shout out to everybody doing their thing though. You heard? That's how we gonna nip that in the butt.
Nah, I respect that because when I first saw it, I'm like, yo, this shit could be big. Not even from a money standpoint, it could be big.
To show niggas like
yo, you could just go over here and fight.
You could go ahead and
niggas ain't gotta die no more.
Nobody gotta die.
Nobody gotta get hurt.
Do something. That's just what it was. You
like
heard?
That was my big thing about asking that question.
People had they reasons why, you heard, but everything was gonna be safe and everything was gonna be copacetic. So shout out to I Bet Let's Get It On. They still doing their thing. You heard? They going, And shout out to everybody else, you heard? Literally in that situation and all that. So it's like, it is what it is.
This episode of the Hotrod Show is brought to you by Paramedic Design. Each piece is personalized and ages like fine wine. Somebody that I forgot to mention, that I seen in like a lot of your earlier videos and stuff like that, a lot of support, was Senio. So R.I.P. to Senio. Talk about like
that was my heart.
How that affect you? Because I saw him a lot, bro. I watch all the vlogs, and I'm not talking about yesterday. I'm talking about when they came out. You know what I mean? So how was that one?
That shit fucked me up too. You heard? Crazy part, how me and bro even really got locked in from back in the day. Him and one of my other bros, you heard? They was about to get into a situation, a standoff. And he know I'm from my side, so yo, bro, so I had to nip that in the butt. But long story short, nigga, that was my heart right there. You heard? No, feel me? So it's like, when that situation happened, that shit got me tight. I was in the city, about to go party with Star and them, with 50 Cent and them niggas. Literally, I get the call right when I park up. Yo, I drove from the city. I missed my baby. I was in my X6. I drove fast. You heard? Drove to the hospital. So as soon as I pull up to the hospital, niggas calling, yo, bro ain't make it. So as soon as I break down right there in front of the hospital type shit, you heard? Like literally, that was my heart, bro. Like my son used to pull up on me. I got a lot of stories with my son. I don't like to really do a whole bunch of situations because I really get sentimental about my friends that's not here. So like,
my fault, man. So, I'm trying to show them a different side. You know what I mean?
Though.
You know what I mean?
But my son Blue different. That's my son. You heard? So RP my son. Shout out to his mom. Shout out to Tap Scott. You heard me and the homeboy still doing shit. Shout out to my son Spider. You heard we just dropped some shit. You heard. So it's like, yeah.
All right, let's move on, man. I don't want to get you too emotional. Nipsey Hussle. So everybody know he shot a video, you know, in the hood, in Sally's and all that. Like, how did that happen? What was the vibe like at the time? I saw the vlogs. It looked crazy.
Free my son Busy. You heard?
Okay.
Free Busy. You heard? He put all that shit together. You heard? He called me, yo, cuz. Nigga Nip trying to shoot a video in the hood. Word? You fronting. It's early in the morning. You heard? Back say nothing. So the homeboy, you know, they had hit them niggas. So yo, we could come, nigga, shit like that. Yo, fuck it, we in the hood. Tell them pull up. Send the Addy. Niggas pull up. RP my son Nip, man. First thing when the nigga Nip pull up, first thing he pull up in the red Rari. My son Loco, from when he pull up, Loco, first thing he say to that nigga, yo, fuck you pull up in this dead car, cuz. Nigga Nip said, it's the only color they had, cuz. Yo, from then that nigga was loving niggas, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. But shout out to all the 6-0s and all that shit. Feel me? Shout Get Low, shout Swan, SG, feel me? Shout out everybody, you heard? I fuck with the niggas, you heard? Gangsta.
Rest in peace to Nip, man. He definitely was a real one, man. You won't be missed. So personally, me, I think my favorite song by you is Big Poppa. You're gonna be big. Y'all gotta look that up. I know I sound crazy now. Go listen to the song though. You gotta be.
Shout out to my son Av. He made that beat.
My fault. Say it again.
My son Young Av.
Shouts out to him. I like that song. That's my personal favorite song by you, right? So I heard somewhere that Pop Smoke was supposed to be on that track.
Yeah, that's a fact. My son was supposed
like
to be
that.
on
That would.
He was supposed to be on that.
So he had a verse already.
Nah, we was in the stew. You feel me? He was cooking it up.
Crazy.
We was cooking it up. He started. Then he ended up had to get some shit. You feel me? Long story short, we ended up doing something else. He ended up hopping on Move. You heard? That's the shit with me and the Fetty nigga and all that. Free Son and all that. But yeah, nigga, he hopped on that shit and all that. So, when that shit happened, when he went to Paris and all that shit, I'm trying to drop a verse. Some bullshit had happened, but then bro had passed, and then it was really you feel me? Shit, I just hit bros now, trying to get my verse, trying to get the, you feel me? I'm trying to put something together with that still, word, and drop that situation. So, you know.
That would have been crazy, man. When I saw, I forgot where I saw that. I was just doing research. I'm like, damn, Pop Smoke, that's already a fire song. So Pop Smoke on that shit, you know what I mean?
That was supposed to be it. You know what's crazy? Lola wanted to hop on that too. We was supposed to, she was supposed to do like a Big Mama situation to that shit. I baited on that too. I feel like I baited on that because she was supposed to. I was trying to go big on big. You feel me? Pop her. You feel me? But I was trying to still get my single because everybody was trying to keep me in a remix category, just a remix king. So I was trying to let my shit buzz up a little. You
think that's a bad thing though? Like, cause you do that. Like look what.
I feel like it's a gift and a curse.
Okay.
For me. Because at the end of the day, a remix ain't gonna get you the bag. Ain't gonna get you that far. You heard then like a single.
Look at Bobby. Bobby did the hot nigga. That's.
I mean that was what's that's Lloyd Banks beat. That was an old beat.
Yeah,
that nigga
was.
Ain't do nothing. Not saying like that. Lloyd Banks ain't really do nothing with that beat, and that shit went crazy.
It did.
You heard, and then end up buying that beat, and then that's how that situation happened. Rich the Kid situation, that shit was nasty at first, you heard? Like, respectfully, it wasn't like, you feel what I'm saying? Well, not nasty, nothing crazy. Shout out Rich the Kid, too. It ain't no crazy problems. It never was. But the way how it was at first, everybody really thought he had something to do with that. So it's like, what the fuck? Then that was a new song where it's like, it's neck to neck with the real song. So it's like, what the fuck? That hot nigga, who know, respectfully, who know the song? What's the song?
I don't even know.
Right then.
I don't even know.
You know the song?
I just did the research.
You know the song?
Yeah,
all right then, bro. Nobody know that song. Even my son Mikey don't know that song. Look at him, know the song.
I just did the research.
Respectfully, niggas don't know that song, bro. So it's like, when he did that, that's like, I bet. Oh, niggas ain't know that was a Lloyd Banks beat until, like, oh, that's a Lloyd Banks beat. You heard? Respectfully. That was his beat. That. I had a remix to, like, that's like even with the Gumo shit. nigga, when he dropped his shit, I said, oh shit, I'm about to do this shit for the Crips just cause this nigga mad.
Why not?
Bloods, feel me? Shout out, feel me? Shout out to them niggas too. But nigga, I'm like, nah, I'm about to do this shit for the Rips. Boom, I do that shit for the Rips. Hit my son Trap. Yo, bro, hurry up and hop on this, bro. You heard? I was going through my little situation too. I was in my son Frank crib. Shout out Frank Finesse. I did my shit, laid my shit down in my son Frank crib, called my son Trap. Yo, bro, hop on this shit. And then when he made his verse, nigga, when he laid his verse, we shot the video the next day. Like, you feel me? So it's like, I'm like, nah, we doing this shit for the Rips. The next thing you do that shit, cuz, well, all right, bet. I'm like, nah, I can't keep doing these remixes shit because like, they gonna keep me in this remix category, bro. That shit ain't really gonna do nothing for me. It did shit for me. I ain't gonna downplay it, but it ain't gonna do nothing for me. I need something where it's like, it's gonna be, this is me, you heard? I need the hot nigga. I need the ooze. I need my big drip. I need my don't play with it. I need that shit, you heard? I need the single that's, I mean, I know it's here. It's coming some way, somehow.
You just need one, bro.
I just need one.
You
heard? Respectfully. But that's what I need. A remix ain't gonna get me so far unless I happen to get a Lloyd Banks beat that nobody know and do it and take that shit too. You feel me? I like the remix shit that's going, you heard? That's my little gimmick right there. You heard? Respectfully. But yeah.
So what's the what's the ticket on a Poppa Da Don feature right now, man?
Like, nah, if I fuck with you, it's free. If I fuck with you, it's free. You heard?
That's love.
If you working and if you working and I don't know you, it depends. I ain't gonna bust your head. You just know shit ain't for free. You heard? Niggas really live a life. Shit ain't for free. You heard? Me coming to the studio, I might get into anything can happen.
Yeah.
I needed some kind of, you feel me? Niggas ain't going to a Mary's or anything asking for a free pair, you heard? Shit like that. But if you making noise and you not in my rap circle where it's like, I bet I'm gonna charge you some, but I ain't gonna bust your head. But if you just some random nigga just hit me in my inbox, yo, how much for a feature? I'm gonna tell you my price. You feel me? So it's better off to just go through somebody that knows somebody. I'm gonna tell you what I'm worth, you heard? Shit like that. You heard? Nah, but other than that, more time, I just, charging it's gonna cost you a P a feature, you heard? Might cost you a P. Whatever the P is first, man. You heard? Shit like that.
So something that I forgot to ask you. I know I feel like you had a hit and you was kind of like in the spotlight before a lot of people. Do you feel like you should be ahead? And then when I say that, I don't
hell
mean like,
yeah, you ain't even gotta finish the fucking question. Hell yeah. Shout out to everybody though, you heard? But word of my mother, I'm supposed to have been the fuck out of here. Niggas, I'm supposed to be little baby, little Dirk and them niggas right now, the town. Nah, no funny shit. I ain't gonna compare. Shout out to them niggas too. I'm always gonna be me though. But nah, I feel like me personally, I'm supposed to have been out of here. I ain't gonna hold you. But I also felt like after Bobby and them niggas, you feel me? I feel like I know. You heard?
Oh, you got low, okay.
No, I know.
Oh, you know.
No,
Yeah.
I had to correct I know I was one of the niggas that had a big influence besides certain shit, other niggas, you feel me? Especially from my side, you heard? So, yeah, I felt like, I know like shit just was, yeah, I stamped shit with my remixes and shit like that, you heard? I stamped shit and my little come up that I had, I felt like I built, not gonna say I built or made certain niggas, but look, this such and such, I'm going, doing interviews, going to label meetings. Nah, these niggas, I'm bringing niggas up too, shit like that. So I'm showing love to the set and to the homeboys, you feel me? Yo, look, these who next, these who working too, shit like that. And showing posting niggas and all that shit and the extra other little stuff behind the scenes, you feel me? Where I did my little due diligence for niggas and shit too, you feel me? So that's all. But shout out to everybody though, you heard?
How do you feel about your career from like where it started from like, where it started from like from Cuz Walk to now? Like how do you feel like the career went? Like if you had to sum it up. I feel like
it's still the same shit where it's like I still need that one. You heard? So that's all it is. It's like I'm still working. My remix is always gonna keep me relevant when niggas feel like I died out or something, or I feel like I'm not in the mood to be on some rap shit. I'm on my straight family, straight on my track, whatever I'm doing, you feel me? Job 9 to 5, whatever it is, you heard? So it's like I'm locked in on that, and then when it's like, all right, bet I'm slouched. Let me throw something out. Let me see how how them people's gonna react back to me. So it's like that's exactly how the Crip Street shit really came about too. Where it's like I ain't gonna hold you. I was working, nigga. I was a fucking security guard, cousin. You heard real shit. I was trying to.
I mean, you're a man at the end of the day. You got responsibilities,
nigga, you
man.
heard? So it's like you feel me. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna lay this down. Nigga, I'm getting tired of this shit right here. I know I'm, did that, and that shit put me back to where I need to be. I bet this is going on. That people still love me. I still get this reaction in the rap shit. I'm cool. You heard? It's still kind of weird to me, but I fake still like when people I don't know and I'm in different towns. And nigga, oh yo, you the Poppa Da Don nigga. Yo, what's crack? Oh yo, cuz you are. So that shit that's the type of shit that still keep me like, I could do this rap shit. I know I got that one in me. People still hit me. Yo, how much you want for a show? How much you want for a feature? Oh, they want to pay me still. You heard? Shit like that. So it's like, I still got it. That's the shit that keep me going. You heard? Respectfully. So I don't feel like my from Cuz Walk to now, it's no different. It's just that I got my peaks, you heard, when I'm still, in my bag and when I'm not in my bag. So it's like I didn't get that one to really be like, yo, from this shit right here to this shit right here, you heard?
So what do you feel like is what's next? Like what's next for Poppa Da Don?
What's next is this motherfucking pool party for this motherfucking video, you heard? June 21st, you heard? Touch Your Daddy featuring Mary Jane, you heard? That's what's next. Oh, also, I got some shit going. Me and my son Mills Cash, you heard? Then I got this other shit in the cut. Me and my son BMO, you heard? This Gang Banging Part 2.
Oh,
so
yeah. The first one went crazy, 600, over 600K.
Yeah. Feel me? So shit like that. Yeah, I got a lot of shit in the cut too, some bangers, some fire shit. So it's like I'm gonna hit them all over. I got some shaking ass shit. I got some gangster shit. I got some thug shit. You heard? I got some all kind of shit. You heard? Some smooth shit. I got some R&B shit. I got everything though. You heard? That's a fact.
That's what I want to hear, man. I mean, look, that's all the questions we got for you today, man. Tell them, where they could find you at, the socials, all that stuff, man. If they don't know, they gonna find out.
That's how we gonna do this. What's my new shit now? Cause they had deleted my gram. Hold on, see, I be forgetting.
What's that? Instagram.
There's 2 underscores. Poppa 823 Da Don. You heard? That's the gram. Feel me? Just follow me on the gram. Everything you gonna get everything from there. YouTube, Poppa Da Don, all that shit. Feel the homeboys. Feel me? All Peter guys. Shout out to the whole set. You feel me? And shout out to Hotrod. Yeah, I see my boy.
Oh yeah, my boy got the custom one of one joint.
You heard?
All right.
Feel me? Look,
Busta got the paramedic design, custom beads.
You heard? Chill, shit like that. We that's what we doing. You heard?
Look, man, thank you for coming out, man. I appreciate you. Shouts out again. You know what I mean to Kruger, Rocky Blue. You know what I mean? Free everybody.
Shout out King Quell. Shout out HDO. Shout out GVO Yen. You heard? Shout out Cocaine. Shout out Trap. Shout out Toledo. Shout out Brad. You heard? Shout out Took. Shout out Bigger Bills. Shout out all the guys, you heard? You feel what I'm saying? Shit like that, you feel me?
And that's how we doing it, man. I appreciate you,
shit like that, Free Rocky. Shout out Crew, shout out everybody. You know what's going on.